According to the National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism, approximately 5.9 million people ages 12 through 20 are binge drinkers. That's 16.5% of males and 14% of females. Approximately 1.7 million people ages 12 through 20 are heavy drinkers. That's 5.2% of males and 3.4% of females. 1,825 college students between the ages of 18 and 24 died from alcohol-related unintentional injuries, including motor vehicle crashes. Roughly 20% of college students meet the criteria for an alcohol use disorder. According to the nationally renowned Inspirations Teen Treatment Center, 28,000 males and 31,000 females needed but did not receive treatment for alcohol problems in the past year. With stats like these, many questions arise. I ask, when did college drinking go too far?
Once I start, I don't want it to go away. It's something that you just really enjoy and you find like about it and the pleasure that comes with it, and you want to continue that pleasure, and sometimes you're worried about it moving back to the sober, boring reality that you have to deal with sometimes. My family's always been involved. They're European, so they're always, the drinking was always around me. My stepdad, he drinks all the time, and he's very successful. I mean, his job requires that he's a director. He drinks all the time, and he's an alcoholic, a functional alcoholic. So he's able to do his work properly. I think about quitting drinking a lot, but I think about like how old I am and how much more life I have left to live. And I do worry sometimes because it can be addictive, and I haven't turned 21 yet, so the access, it's been a relief to me that I'm not able to buy it, and that does worry me sometimes. Like, I can go overboard. I think as long as it starts getting in the way of your priorities, and you're showing up drunk at your work, and you're not listening to the ones you love and stuff like that, and you're in a bad mood, and it starts affecting your mood, it starts affecting the people around you, then I think there's something to do about it. But if you're just drinking and you get a little drunk and then you go to bed right afterwards and you just watch a funny movie and stuff like that, and there's no situations, I don't see why not.
An ethanol molecule is got two carbons, 2, 4, 6 hydrogens and an oxygen. The carbons are hooked together. The OH group on the end of that molecule is what makes it an alcohol. There are millions of alcohols, but that's what makes this one ethanol alcohol, the drinking alcohol. In shorthand notation, it's C2H6O.
With numerous treatment centers and hundreds of AA meetings here in Chicago, I was able to find a few people to give me a little insight on their disease they call alcoholism.
There's a great Robin Williams joke, and the joke is something to the effect of, he said, if somebody came up to me and said, if you take this pill, you'll never struggle with addiction or alcoholism again. You'll become a normal person. You won't have the disease. And to an alcoholic, the next thought is always, well, if that happens from one pill, what happens if I take 2? It's frequently described as a disease of more, and in that we tend to think in ways that other people don't. And I was definitely that way in college with everything, including drinking. I didn't see a lot of people doing the dangerous behavior that I was doing, sometimes driving home on those nights. I'm a student at a law school in Chicago. I just got to a point where I had tried to stop multiple times on my own, and I couldn't. I got to the point where I was willing to do anything to make the pain stop. I'm kind of an interesting case because I'm adopted and I came from an alcoholic family. Right before I got sober, I wanted to drop out of the school. And I had this plan. I was going to survive the summer, and then I was going to get my big chunk of loans for the fall. I was going to buy a motorcycle and I was just going to disappear. And I didn't give a shit because I wanted to escape, and it doesn't matter who it hurts. And if you get in my way, you're a bad person, even if you're getting in my way because it's going to wind up hurting you. And that's the alcoholic thought process, is I want what I want, and I don't give a shit about anyone else.